how they perform in this event, especially. They're the ones that a lot of people are going to be looking at throughout this Deadeye Bounty League, and especially going into the playoffs. This was a team that was #1 in the regular season of Haunter Season 4 for so much of it, up until the very end, where Sync overtook them and thus gained the World Finals invite. So I'm sure I don't need to remind them, but they still have another chance is the point. But it ain't going to be easy. Anyways, we got the Deadeye Bounty League to worry about, though. Both teams using a ringer, as you may notice here, so get that in a second. I'm joined by a different guy once again as my co-caster, so welcome back.
Thanks.
All right.
Short break.
Yeah, that was a pretty short break, but it looks like, again, they were ready to go here, running into the time slot for them. So
I know that the green guy is the Ulalon guy, the usual carry.
Oh, okay.
But so it's the usual 5 with Pexo joining again.
The usual 5, Insania?
No, not the usual 5. Insania is the ringer, but
okay.
Actually it's the usual 3, and then Pexo joined recently, right?
Okay.
I think he just joined recently, Pexo again.
I think so,
and
yeah.
And then Insania ringing, and then Sobi, I have no idea who that guy is. Probably some sub-account of some guy, I would assume.
Honestly, I was looking, because I'm always curious when we have a player like that, and just to check it out. From what I can tell, it is just a random U.S. player that doesn't, it's not a sub-account even, it's just, this is Sobi, as he claims he's the best support out there. So, who knows?
Okay.
Who knows what to expect from Mr. Sobi here. He is playing in place of Fuzzy Sloth, so, big shoes to fill there.
Yep,
Name like
indeed.
that, but
probably not going to be playing the middle row, though.
No.
I'd expect him to swap with Love, because Love has had history playing other roles than support, so...
Okay.
Or not in competitive, but you can just check his account. He's not really a support playing team. And
yeah. Yeah, no, that'll be interesting. Always is interesting to see, when we have swap-ups like this because they're ringers. But, yeah, Insania, though, on the other side, obviously always fun to see him. He's playing here for good old Druids now, so at least ringing today. All right. We got some heroes now to talk about. What were the bans? It was Magebane, Warby, Salamon, and Midas. So Formless knows all about Salamon. He is going to ban it here.
Not too surprised. Just Complexity taking out Salamon. Just I feel they're probably thinking they're the superior team, so they just don't want to give any cheese edge to the Hellborn team.
Yeah.
In form of Salamon.
That's fair.
They would sit there mad after the game if they lost to Salamon, I can guarantee you. They're the kind of guys who would be so salty about that.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if it's a lesser team they lose to. If it's Sync, it's one thing, but it's a lesser team and they only lose because they at least feel like it's the hero sometimes. So.
Oh,
understandable, they made it.
Well, another one of those is actually the hero that they ban right there. Deadlift, I know that they definitely are not a fan of playing against, so...
Yep.
I'm going to take him out here.
Sandrith picked up. It's nerfed with the ulti, but still a great hero with the Mug and the pressure early on. Yeah, I like both drafts right now. Gonna have to see how they finish off. Pretty standard from coL.
Yeah, Prophet even. Definitely with kind of their support.
Signature heroes, Behe, Self, Prophet.
Yep. Rally is the one, again, I know we just saw him, but this is still a hero that, we did not see ever, really.
But it's also two teams that I could really see it picking the hero up.
Okay.
Especially STST likes playing it, and I assume he's going to take over the Suicide role and then Insania plays support, I would assume. So, yep.
All right, well. Yeah, they're going to run the rally here, see how it's performed for them.
It's actually a lot of players in particular that play rally, when you think about it. Mickey, STSG, and Snooki.
Yep.
It's the only 3 times we've really seen it. I know that all 3 of them plays the hero regularly, so
Yeah.
or have been playing it at least.
I mean, he is a good hero. He is. Like, coL is a fantastic ability in a lot of ways. The ultimate's
Yep.
obviously plenty of burst, and he did get that buff as we go back to
Indeed.
this laning phase.
You just
So,
need to have a feel for that hero,
yeah.
like to play it. I think you need to have a feel for it because it's not the most. Like you have to be good to get a lot out of the stun ulti combo.
Yeah, coL can definitely be screwed up easily. So,
Yep.
need to make sure. And the fact that it doesn't work like on shrunken headed targets and things like that can also be frustrating at times.
Definitely.
Compel a teammate.
Be a
has
huge
shrunken.
buff though if it worked.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
trying.
Absolutely.
Ophelia, standard call lately. Been favoring the Ophelia pick.
Yep.
Curious to see the carry of choice. They usually wait with the carry for last call, especially.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have to see. They have a lot of options here.
I see a good suggestion being brought up in chat here because it's called the Deadeye Bounty League. We should actually force teams to pick up Flint Beastwood.
Yep, makes
thing.
sense.
Totally makes sense. Just because. Yeah, no. That's
Flint Beastwood, the best late game carry in the
Best
game, but
carry.
you're never gonna get there.
Yeah.
I think it is one of the best full slot late game carries.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
just never gonna get there.
Oh, the range that he has,
That's the problem.
absolutely. Yeah, no, it's tough getting there. I mean, he goes invis now.
Elegant.
Standing
Yeah.
still.
But
But
that's so dumb.
it's
Oh, I'm just
pretty
gonna
funny.
stand here. Oh, he's probably gone. Oh no, he's
Yeah,
standing right here because
they-
he has to stand
they
here.
won't know. It's like the Magnus steam bath, but much worse.
Yeah, definitely.
Malikan
It
is the
does
final pick.
nothing. It sounds good, but it does nothing in practice.
It
So,
really doesn't seem like it does, yeah. Malikan, though, again, final pick here, carry, so
I like that.
comes together.
Get the tanky carry that can sustain the burst from the heroes they picked so far on Hellborn, along with South. I like it. Thunderbringer.
Thunderbringer. Hey, good with Sandwraith.
Yeah, I mean, it is really strong with Chainwraith, but I don't expect to see it here.
What do they? They got the jungle. Rally could be suicide or mid. Okay.
So it's a mid Hellbringer.
yeah.
They had a lot of options there. They could put the Hellbringer mid or support, but they choose to go with the support. I think that's how you want your Hellbringer usually, as the mid hero.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said support, but as the mid hero, you usually want it because then you get to the point of double ulti.
That's what I've always preferred with the hero too. Yeah, it's especially before he got these changes here. You know, now at least he does have a somewhat of a stun with his Q, and so support value is a little better. But yeah, no, seeing him in that mid role, you can mention the rest of the stone on him so good. He's able to get that. So looking for that here with STST playing it. Pexu gonna get that Solstice. End up in the jungle, of course. Yeah, Solstice, not a popular jungler outside his lapped. He's like the only one that seems to run a Solstice, honestly, on the scene. So, interesting to see Pexu picking it up here. I guess he is a jungler, though, that is also known for playing some different style junglers.
He likes the meaty junglers a lot, like the Gladiator,
Yep.
Self. He brought the Self onto the scene, I want to say,
Yeah,
at some point.
Yeah, he was one of the first ones, absolutely, to start doing that.
And the Solstice. Yeah. Pexu was great for this team last year.
Yep.
For their success, so it's great to see him come back.
Yeah, obviously.
Even though the reasoning was bad, something about he broke his leg so he couldn't be in the army or something. But yeah.
Oh, really?
Good to see him back.
That's right.
Anyways.
That's why he left. Yeah, no, I was gonna say I remember. I thought that he was leaving, like he was supposed to be gone. So interesting. Okay. Well, good to see him back.
So, yep. Indeed.
Nonetheless. Yeah, this is a team that's been through a bit, to say the least, throughout the season. Obviously, Revolution, what they're even formerly known as. I mean, they've gone through some changes, roster name changes, but definitely have been entertaining along the way as well. So, good to see them again here. And hell, Insania playing with him, that can only make it even much more entertaining. So,
Mm-hmm.
see how he performs here. Going to be critical of him, of course. On that Rhapsody. A hero he knows plenty about. I'm surprised they didn't pick him Moira.
Rhapsody, Moira, Insania.
Yeah.
3 words hand in hand.
Yeah, they go together. They definitely do. Okay, so waiting for this game to start. All right, I guess this gives us a little more time once again to kind of give an overall breakdown. I know people, like I said, we've had a little bit of a break here. It's understandable, kind of getting back into the competitive Hansi now. Again, go to Haunter.com, guys. There should be a portal on there. If you go to Haunter.com/DBL2, essentially is what I'm talking about here. This is the Deadeye Bounty League Season 2. Of course, we did it last year, thus being Season 2. It's basically the same format. It's group stages. In this case, there's 9 teams, of course, that being the 9 teams from Haunter Season 4. The top 9, that is, that are ultimately going to be playing in the postseason. The playoffs coming up, and then, of course, eventually the World Finals in a couple teams' cases. So, wanted to really get an event to simply give them a lot of chance to participate and play and keep active early throughout this off-season, you can call it, and thus brings you the Deadeye Bounty League. Every single weekend, we're going to have matches here. Best of 2 matches, 1 at a time slot. And group stages into the eventual playoffs. Money on the line every single game. Thus, the Bounty League portion of it. So, again, looking forward to having some fun here. We're just kicking it off today for this season.
What the fuck? So, love playing Milligan.
Oh, what? Okay, yeah, he's playing Milligan down here.
That's crazy.
That is something. Why do they really
Well,
change it up
I've seen him play
much?
South Forest and TMM even. Like, why would they go so far to change the role Formless plays as well? That's, I don't know. I feel like...
Oh, what you got? He's dead.
It only hurts the first time.
That roam, I don't think they were really seen for the most part. The Druids did a good job of actually moving around here and catching what you got. So that was well played on their part. But yeah, these players and who's playing what, that is something. Love on the Malakin.
Oscar on B, he is standard, and Ophelia. And what you got other than that, it's strange.
There's the block right there from Oscar. Kick it off. So, yep, that's something that we have seen before, as you're getting at. So, you'll be matched up.
They
with
are
Sandra.
smart. I don't know if they're smart about it, because they put the Sandra solo up against him. He's gonna have a great time if he plays it well. Slasky usually says that, both me and Slasky says that that's a matchup you can win as Behe.
Yeah.
If you actually try to contest the lane, which you should, and I expect him to. Especially when you hit level 6, you just have the kill potential.
Oh,
so,
look at this. Solstice, they
Bottom
find
out.
Profit. Solstice and
He's dead.
Rhapsody should be dead, maybe? Oh, what timing
Maybe
from
not.
Ophelia,
Yeah.
but Rhapsody got off the auto attack.
well played by Sania with the auto attacking.
Yeah,
Making sure to get the last one off.
stayed in range.
Gonna run
Is it?
top now on Rhapsody? Or just harassing a bit before. I assume he's gonna run top now though.
Yeah, putting pressure on
Maybe
Southforce
not.
there.
Yeah, he is.
Maybe.
Or not. I don't know.
Oh, they're keeping Southforce boxed down, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He's not getting much here as a result, so I guess that works there. I mean, Sandray, he's fine, obviously, you'd think, at the top lane, but I guess
yeah.
this is allowing
Somewhat fine. He
Behemoth.
only has one set of region against Behe.
Okay.
If Behe gets the shield and the buck and the hatchet, he can contest the lane. So he is ahead in gold right now. So
Yeah.
I don't know how fine Sandra is. We'll find out. It's a lot up to the players as well.
Yep.
Either player can win this. I like him getting the Iron Shield with the buff. It's so strong now. Should get it on every agility hero
Yeah.
in laning phase.
What did
Especially Sandra.
they gave it a couple more agility, it looks like.
Yeah, 2 more
So,
agility.
2 more, yeah.
It's just it doesn't sound as good as it is really. It's a lot in the beginning. With the armor it gives and attack damage and stuff. So yeah.
Yep, so picking that up there as soon as possible. You see Rhapsody, she was setting up as if she was looking to gank top, but Behemoth wasn't really giving her the chance. Behemoth gets a haste rune here and now is going to pressure Rhapsody. This could be a kill.
If Solstice heads over, I don't think it's going to be a kill.
Nice block.
He's so greedy for it.
Not
He would die
enough,
if he
though,
kept on going, you know. Haste running out and then they turned him. So, good heads up by Oscar.
Yep.
He gave up the chance of winning top though with that roam. Now he's
True.
behind top. He's not going to win top anymore. So,
That's a huge
I think he should have stayed top, honestly. Just now he's not winning the lane, whereas before he had a chance to.
Oh.
But it's Oscar.
Rally's able to compel away in time. They try to combo him down, but
Probably has his 15-minute peak anyway, so. What's up?
this Malikan skin, it doesn't look funny to you. Like, is he missing his body?
Yeah, it looks bugged almost to me.
Okay, there we go.
There
Now
we
it's
go.
back. So that was you too. That's so weird. No.
I think that was the bug though.
Yeah.
I've never seen it like that. It is
Nope,
like that.
now
in
he's
the-
back to it. What the? Is it like the sword? I don't know. Whatever. Oh well.
That seems weird.
I think it's when he doesn't have any of his swords activated. It almost feels
I guess.
like. But, huh.
I've never seen that before though.
Yeah, that's
Even if it's the same avatar that Bush plays, I have never seen that before.
yeah, that's weird. All right. Well, anyways, he is doing pretty good down there. You can see the pressure on the rally as soon as he kind of gets in there. So Malikan being played by Love again. Always interesting to see that. But he's 300 plus gold per minute here, so not too shabby.
Middle lane. If he walks up so he can get blocked off. Just a
man.
second too late.
Yep.
That would have been a kill for sure.
Yep.
Too bad.
Just short there. So another case. Behemoth trying to set up a kill. And again, Oscar has done this so many times, and he just still gets a very early portal key. Not getting a couple of kills here off the bat with these rune controls.
It's
of
just
his.
really putting a emphasis on roaming right now and giving up his chance of winning top lane. So Sandwraith is just farming so well. Now he's gonna kill middle.
Exactly. He's going to use that ultimate, that farm with his guy at level 6. Now they used
Super
a lot
good start
there,
for
but good kill.
super good start for the team druids, as we should start calling them. I
Yeah.
guess.
Druids. Yeah. Just picking that up here.
Are they?
apparently.
Did they pick them up, or are they just using the name? Or how?
From my Inkling told me that Pine got picked up by Druid, so that's all I know about it right now. I'm sure I'll learn more as it goes on here, but
Yeah.
not sure exactly what it's about. But so yeah, we'll see. But yeah, this is complexity here that we're talking about now. Again, there's been a little bit of a break. This isn't the Hot Tour Season 4 anymore. They are using a ringer. You can use all these excuses you want, but I mean, it's still pretty impressive to see Druids up 3-0 early on here against complexity and off to a pretty good start. So it's gonna feel good there.
Don't think coL is the team that will just say we're not gonna play.
Oh no,
I think they want to win every
absolutely,
game.
yeah.
They're kind of players that will get salty if they lose games like this that they're supposed to win.
Yeah. And again, the idea of this event, and I'm sure, they're the team that is, if any of the teams, is really supposed to take advantage of this event here. Because they're going to be the favorites going into those playoffs, but we got, obviously, you guys and Fresh. Yeah. I mean, they have to be.
I would say ECX right now.
You think
but
Evo Corporation? Yeah. Evo Corporation did
it's
look
kind
really
of between
good.
those two teams, I would
Yeah.
say, mostly.
That's fair. That's fair. But I think it's just because of how Complexity was first place, really. They dumped. Now that was
That's
the
true,
first
but you
half
also
of the
look at
season.
recent form as well, I would
Yeah.
say. And ECX has been looking really good with Oatme coming back, and
True.
yeah, they've been looking really solid the last two cycles, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Huge difference with Oatme coming back and just the team starting to play again.
All I know is it's going to be a great playoff. It really is.
It
It's
is.
definitely
There's no clear-cut favorite, at least,
No.
as I see. There's
there's
a couple
not.
of different teams that can pull through, with ECX and coL as the main favorites, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
absolutely. So yeah, this is that nice like in between event that we got going on. Oh, Prophet. He gets jumped down here. Behemoth's going to do what he can as Malikan jumps in as well. They see Prophet initially. He does go down. Can they do enough damage in return? It doesn't look like it. In fact, Malikan is in trouble as Behemoth falls, and Malikan probably going to die as well. What is going on? 7-0 in favor, and they're going to make it 8-0. Ophelia gets caught as Malphus wasn't used yet. Hellbringer comes in as like, oh, here we go. Another kill.
Full tilt from coL right now.
Yeah. Feels
Well
like
played
it.
by Briggs, though.
I mean,
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean, this is no doubt. Like, this is not typical complexity. Absolutely. But, again, this is Druids playing it well enough. I mean, right from the beginning, the roam that they did in the jungle, it was a very, a smart pathing. They were not seen, and until it was too late, they got the Bloodlust there, and they've just been working off of that. So, they are deserving to be in a great spot here. I mean, this is a 6,800 gold lead, 8.5 minutes in. Jeez.
They're almost in the, really commanding lead. They're in prime position to take this game.
Yeah.
They have to fuck up for Complexity to get back at this point.
Yep. I mean,
This
so... Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go on. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I was just going to say, as far as positives for Complexity, trying to be positive for them still, it's not a whole lot, honestly, but, I mean, Malikan is about 300 gold per minute, so he's still doing all right here, but...
This is exactly the same I was going to bring up. They don't really have any catch-up, where's it going to come from? BPK?
Yeah.
Not today, really. It's going to be in 2,000 gold. And there's not really any items coming up, so... And Ophelia doesn't have any items. No one has any items coming up, so... They just... It's going to be really hard to find a way to get back into the game at this point.
Yeah. That was
And it's really harsh to say this early on, but, I mean, Mainwraith closing in on Mark and just the lead. It's insane to have a 6k goal lead in 9 minutes.
It is. And that was so well played by Druids, I gotta say as well right there. The patience on their part, so many players, I feel like, definitely myself, would have been way greedy right there. Rather, they were diving in on a Behemoth. They saw the TPs coming in. Instead of going to commit for a kill, they fell back. They kind of reset right there, and then eventually they go back in and get a couple of kills out of it. It's Solstice even assisting in the end.
Solstice ulti.
Yep. Set that up. Yeah, you mentioned Behemoth. I mean, yes, he could be an impact hero for sure, gets that portal key, and usually with Oscar, he's got that timing of around 15 minutes or so. He still will have it, but, man, this is not looking like we're going to see that this game. He is struggling right here, so. 0-2-0. I mean, 0 hero kills still for them. 10.5 minutes in now. Down 10-0 here, jeez. They're trying to push bot in, but can't do that even too successfully. Invulnerability was used, however. Enough of a defense here. Rhapsody already has Steam Boots as well. That's always fun to have on a support. Managed to tank up a little bit. So, again, I know this is obviously a big lead here for Druids, but, whether it's a more even game or not, I mean, what would you think makes sense on Solstice here? Not your typical scene hero. It can go
Portal
different
key,
stuff.
definitely portal key.
Okay.
For positioning purposes and initiation. He can position the ulti, he can initiate for his team. They only really have Rally to set up with the same with initiation. So, portal key would be great this game.
Yeah. Oh.
But I'm not sure we're going to get there.
No, I'm with you there. There's another kill, so Philly gets picked up. The Rally avatar is so great, it's like you're dead, and
That's at
they
least
actually
one kill
die.
for coL.
Okay, well, they do kill Rally right there. However, Malikan in the background, he couldn't get out of there. He got stuck, got killed eventually, making it 2-for-1 in the end. Well in favor of Druids there.
I wouldn't be surprised to see even a 15-minute concede at this point.
Yeah.
If this doesn't change in the next 3 minutes at least, because there's not really any positive for coL right now.
Not really. Yeah, no, Behemoth isn't like even close. Like if he had like 15, 1600 gold here, it's like okay, again,
Even
at least
if he
let him
had
get it.
1600 gold, he just hit level 6, so
True.
it's only damage right now. It's not a lot of stun coming out from the E. He needs another 2 levels before targets actually get stunned as well.
Yeah.
It's 1 second right now. It's not too much,
Yeah.
or not even 1 second.
Not a lot.
I do think he got the portal key on Solstice. Yeah, he did.
Okay. Yep. Gets that here. So as you mentioned, it is. It's nighttime. No, it's day. No, it is nighttime still. Yeah. 15 minutes will be daytime. Okay. Every 7.5 minutes there.
He got a stuff hunter on Maligan, scouting out with it.
Oh wow. Ha! That's clever.
Yeah, that's funny. I
Interesting
haven't seen
idea.
that before.
Yeah, that is pretty unique actually.
If you're druids now, you're waiting for the Saint Raid to get the mark, and then you don't even have to wait. Honestly, they can do whatever they want right now.
Yeah.
They're just so squishy on Hellborn, and there's such a huge amount of damage coming out from Hellborn. I mean, they're squishy on Legion, excuse me, and a huge amount of burst from Hellborn. Just they're gonna clean them up within seconds, as we've seen.
Yeah. Nope. See middle lane right there. A little bit of pressure being put out, but South Forest, he can handle it. He's farming pretty well despite
That's
that.
the one positive. He's farming okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He's got 2,000 gold saved up here, so definitely a good sign there. We'll see what he goes. And we saw the Ice Brand in the previous series, so again, I don't think we should expect to see that here. Maybe a little more aggressive, but I'd put up something like a tablet, maybe? I mean, would that make sense to you, or would you rather see something else?
I'm not sure if
glowstone?
Tablet's gonna
Okay.
cut it. What? Glowstone. Staff, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure if Tablet is gonna cut it here, but Tablet would be okay to get, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Staff is gonna do. I don't know. Staff. I'm not a fan of Staff this game. Let's put it that way. Because there's not really a hero where you think like it counters that much. The Sapphires, and then getting a staff to buff just your ulti. I don't know. I don't feel like that's worth it.
Yeah. No, it seems like it's been a long time since we've seen a staff as well. I did have that little bit of a phase where people were kind of picking it up, and then it just never was seen again. So it's a very combat style of build. Sandwraith, okay, wow, they're going in here on the Hellborn side. There's the Sandwraith ultimate. A lot of TPs coming in as well. Malphus, it hits multiple heroes, Malekith included. He pops his ulti, looking to turn around, protect him. Melody, though, saving some damage in the background, but not enough. Solstice, he will fall. That fissure block from Oscar as well doing work, keeping them away. Malekith kind of manning up a little bit. That's maybe a little too much. Sandwraith, the Desert's Curse, snipes him out. He goes down in the background. Prophet's going to be picked up by Rally, so Complexity, they chose to stick around maybe a little too long, maybe not. The South Forest is kind of going at it. Behemoth runs in with a shockwave, and Rally goes down, so never mind. Hat trick for what you got. And here comes the top tower push now. So I thought they were hanging around a little too long. Oh, they working big time.
On Earth did they pull that off?
I don't know.
That's so insane. Really well played by coL. Did not see that coming. Thought for sure that was going to be the last fight of the game.
Yeah.
Taking it all the way up there, and with the Saint Wave, with the positioning Solstice can get in the trees. Yeah. Maybe Druid's getting a little ahead of themselves.
Yeah.
They're not coordinating it too well.
I think the biggest thing there was that Sandwraith, this was right before, in fact, he does get the mock here now. Of course, he survived that fight, but it was right before he got the mock. So they tried to make a big fight happen right there at that timing, and obviously it did not work out as planned. So that's an opening now for Complexity, and something that, Druids, that's not something they're going to be happy with at all that they give now to Complexity. Because all of a sudden you got some next year items being picked up. Nullstone is the choice on Formless, actually. So, I mean, it is Sandwraith, so he has that going for him here. They like to get them Nullstones.
Yeah.
Formerly called Nullstone Gaming, after all. And Solstice, no, he's fine. Runs into that stealth hunter. Oh, he's going to kill it, okay. But yeah, so no stone option on Formless. Again, his farm 440 GPM now. It is kind of fun. I mean, it is Formless after all. This is a guy that's obviously is used to farming and playing the carry role anyway, so it is just interesting seeing him on South Forest here and not on the Malikan, but oh, meanwhile, speaking of Malikan, Ophelia's touch gonna be enough to save him. Maybe that mock though damaged so much eventually helps kill him. Down goes Prophet, so it ends up being a couple. They used several ultimates, but hey, a couple of big kills.
Yeah.
They'll take it.
For destruction, this is also great.
So overall good again for Druids here. So despite what happened at the top lane, if anything it just gave Complexity a reason to still hang in this game and stay in it. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
Druids is still in the lead though.
Yeah, by
they
quite
see.
a bit, I would say.
You got Sandwraith, 1,000 gold saved up now, so
So annoying for Oscar that at the same time he got his PK, Sandwraith got mocked, so it kind of neglects the fact that he has PK.
yeah.
Wasted gold. At least if you don't get to use it, it's completely wasted gold because it doesn't give any stats at all. So, but if he gets to, he has to just find the opening and then he has to be initiate for his team so he gets stuff off.
Yeah.
He can't wait for the Sandwraith ulti to come off first, then he's just gonna be dead before he gets to do anything. Really important they let Oscar do the initiation at least. So he gets to, because if they start a fight without it, him starting it, he won't do anything. Just same with presses R and then he doesn't do too much.
Yep. That's an issue. Gonna have to deal with that obviously, so let's see about the pause coming out here. Druids maybe want to talk over exactly how they're doing things. Wouldn't be surprised if Insanio is like, pause the game. We're going to talk about this. That's what he does. Hellbringer, Arcana on him, so his farm is actually looking pretty good. 400 gold per minute. Yep, so STST is working towards that Resto Stone here. That's coming pretty nicely. Portal Key on Rally is going to be happening here soon. Doesn't have it just yet, obviously, so...
I don't know, I think that push middle right now is complete suicide against Token.
If they
Maybe
keep
not.
going, at least.
Dude, the Legion
Yeah, no,
Freys
they're
destroyed
just going to
Hellborn
take that tower. Oh, maybe not.
But, I don't know, as soon as same with ulti is up, they should just say, we take this fight and we crush them on Dread side.
Malphus up in 35. So, they
I
want
don't think they need
that
to
as
wait for
well.
that.
Okay.
They could, but they don't need to. If they have the token.
Well, see, they're going to clear out some farm here in the jungle. It is interesting. It's almost like Complexity is the one that they're playing like they're in the lead here, when obviously that's not the case. At South Forest, uh-oh. Yeah, he gets picked off middle. They eventually got them split up. They had some vision to see that, and they chase him down. Now, this is going to be a push for Druids here, coming out.
Yep.
They're the ones with the token, of course.
Good pick. Northstone himself, I didn't see that. What is it with people at Northstone today?
Well, again, I mean, this game, it kind of makes a little more sense because of Sandwraith.
Yeah, but only Sandwraith really. Again, Hellbringer, Rally, Solstice. I mean, yeah,
Well-
it does make sense with Sandwraith though.
Yeah.
I
That's
can see it this game at least making a difference.
yeah.
Last game it was kind of iffy.
I think Complexity also, again, I making the joke earlier, they formerly were known as No Stone Gaming, to be fair. But they're a team that does like to prioritize, especially if they happen to be going up against a global presence, especially Sandwraith. It's like, let's get Null Stones. So I wouldn't be surprised if they all try to get Null Stones here. Obviously, that's a lot of farm that you need, but we have seen those situations before.
That's a dead Malikan.
Oh, no, Malikan, yeah. Gotta say, I mean, you know, what is Malikan doing all the way over here? Farming, but,
I think they're a bit on tilt right now.
yeah.
Farming alone mid, going up there, it's places you're most likely gonna get picked off. Especially against the global team.
Yep, so found himself caught out, and yeah, Malikan, so another death for him, 0-5 and 2 here. Obviously not the performance Love was hoping for. I mean, he has Sanitarius and Whispering Helm. It's a nice duo of items, but Needs at least the shrunken head before he's feeling very comfortable about where he's at. Still another tier here, but when he comes back up, I mean, Sandwraith Ultimate's ready to go again. And he's going to have his own shrunken here in another 1,000 gold about. May wait for that to make a play. Also, Resto Stone on Hellbringer is another big thing, of course. So, yeah, maybe going to wait for a couple of big items here before they really try to make a push.
We don't have the greatest pushing team, so we have Malphas, but that's really it.
Oh, that was interesting. Lord Salforus, he got caught here. Rally was stopped, but the Malphas comes out. They get the Cone of Behemoth. Legion team is here somewhat, but it's just getting worse as Prophet throws down the Shared Fate, only to die shortly after. Lord Salforus, I think he is going to be fine. That life tap, man, it's so much movement speed from it. They do have portal keys, of course.
He's dead, I think.
Oh, no, he missed the
why
ulti!
not
He did too quick of a
just stunned.
charge. Well, the Nullstone,
into ulti.
I don't think he could have.
Did he have ulti? Did he have Nullstone up?
I'm not sure. Anyways, a turn chance coming out right here. There is a token used, it looked like, in the midst of it. Yeah, Samwraith back up, using that Desert's Curse, and eventually gets a kill on Malakin. Ophelia is trying to hold her ground. She actually kills Solstice right there. The Eruption, or Shockwave, excuse me, doesn't get a kill in the end. Yep.
I'm not sure he had a vision on them right there.
And they start to run away now. But yeah, going back to the I'm not even sure if it was, but to be fair, it is nighttime, so he doesn't actually have a stun there with the Q.
It wasn't nighttime.
It was? I'm pretty sure it was. I thought I saw one that, because what is it, 15, that'd be 22 and a half.
Isn't it 22 and a half? It just passed to nighttime, right?
I think I could swear he was in the nighttime form when he did it. But you
Well,
maybe
maybe.
it was like
Oh.
right at that cusp where like
Yeah,
switched.
maybe.
That's possible too. So anyway, the point being, I mean, whatever. It's still, I guess you could say Druid still comes out on top there. Yeah.
Yeah, they did definitely. But yeah, a big item picked up on Hellbringer with the resto now. It's only gonna get harder for Legion.
Yep. That's double Malphas now. You think Resto Stone on Sandwraith could possibly be next? Should that be next for him? The double ulti.
Synergize as well with Shrunken and his hero in general, yeah. I think it'd be great.
Oh, Love was able to get out of there at least. He had to ultimate to do so, but well, that's not too bad because Sandwraith also did use his Mirage. So an ulti for an ulti there.
It's also, if he gets resto, it doesn't matter if he gets no stone or anything. So, and it's gonna kill 3 heroes almost right off the bat. His ulti when he has double. So, I'd suggest him getting that. It's great.
Huh.
You got the Abyssal on Solstice as well. Good when they have 3 melee heroes.
Yeah, smart item to have for him and his team. So Pexu on top of making sure that's the case there. Let's see, he's roaming throughout the jungle. So this is his nighttime form, right? Yeah, yeah. It is nighttime, yeah.
I'm gonna look at this stream when it catches up.
Yeah.
So we can see, because if he had the stun, then I'm not sure if most of one. There's a lot of things that played into that.
Yeah.
But it was so close anyway.
It was, yeah. Farm some Ancients over here. So yeah, Sandwraith looking to get his next year. But again, they have the Resto Stone now and Hellbringer. Now Conqueror is not up, so perhaps Druid's going to try to control that area. Of course, they are Hellborn, so naturally having that advantage there.
Yep.
Important.
I mean, Sobi is doing a good job with the wards. If you look at the map, despite being behind, they have wards on the whole map right now. Great map control. They see rotations. They have 4 wards on the map right now.
Yeah.
Whereas Legion has like 2. They have better vision right now. He's doing a good job.
Yeah. Definitely some more aggressive vision for sure. Now the Sword of Sight from Messania over here, yeah, is going to wear off near the Legion Ancients. They need to get some more vision over there if they can, but this places another one here at the bottom
I think
side.
Sobi's ward spotted that ward though. So if he noticed, then he's gonna come down and counter it. I think he's sending out a row ward right now. I think. We'll see.
Well, they're
I'm
definitely.
not a support player myself, but I know from Bunny that he keeps an eye on whenever people walks in the wards if they place a ward. So
Oh yeah.
he
Definitely.
probably does as well.
Yeah.
He did get a reward there.
Yeah, it's little things like that where even if you see a support like a lot further up than they should be in an area, it's like, wait, what were you doing there? It's like, okay, well, probably warding. So, yeah, picking up on.
You can
just
also
better
see it
details.
with the ward that the ward disappeared from Insania's inventory. So
That too, yeah.
if he picks up on that, then he'll be able to counter it.
Several factors there, most certainly. So, yeah, something that these support players, plenty of experience, of course. You look at Ophelia. Actually, Love actually picks up this Wolf Commander now. So I saw the Stealth Hunter earlier. Wolf Commander is definitely a little more interesting too, because that aura that it provides, of course, dies pretty quickly. But
Yeah, you need good positioning.
Yeah.
on that.
nope,
He's in trouble though.
he's in a lot of
What
trouble.
is he doing up there again? I mean, he was probably rotating to his team, but
Yeah,
kinda risky route to take.
it's I mean, not to call out Love, but I think we're seeing a lot of he's not typically playing the carry role here. This is the little lack of experience. And to be frank, I mean, speaking of these support role, which obviously he plays, he is a little more notorious than other supports, even of being a little reckless. You could say, really, going aggressive, placing some wards, whatever, trying to get some vision for his team. So it's kind of keeping that going here somewhat, you could say, I guess. But no, it's clearly a little bit of lack of experience is coming into play here.
Yeah.
That carry role. Now the
Just
tower.
typical Insania getting the steam boots, all the build up, and just being
Yeah.
really hard to kill.
It's like, see, that's something. It's, whether it was back, really in the older days, or TDM, or, most recently even Sync, he was known as a support that obviously loved to get a lot of build-up, but a lot of teams maybe credit that to, well, he's always on great teams. But, I mean, I think this is a prime example of that. That's not necessarily the case. He's just he's a greedy support, but in his mind, that's the best way to play it. We've talked about this before, where there's different mentalities from support player to support player, and he's all about, I'm going to get my farm, because I make use of set items, in this case an Astrolabe, the Steam Boost to survive in a lot of ways where maybe supports wouldn't be able to. So,
I
that's
think
his playstyle.
situationally he will be the ward bitch if you need it.
Yeah.
Just be if they're behind, but usually if he finds just a little bit of space, like right now he's farming bottom, just to get a bit of farm, he'll get it, and then he'll get the steam boots. He'll be the support with a bigger impact than you normally see. Because right now he could just be sitting on the Striders and maybe the Astro just getting wards the whole game, but he wouldn't really have the same impact. Because if they go on him, they're gonna have to use a lot of resources to kill him right now.
Yeah. Yes, they would, and that's never good if you're trying to pick up a support, having to use more than a couple bursts. So, Kongor, again, as really expected here, they got the Hellborn, they're going to wait for Kongor, they're doing it now slowly but surely, taking a little bit of time here, but they're going to end up getting it. They being patient with it, but this will be a token for Sandwraith again. As his Resto's stun, he'll still need a little more time here before he has it, so not going to have it just yet, but that's coming too. That to look forward to. Solstice looking for something at top lane here. Oh, they find Malakin. Seen this before. Oh, nice ulti timing. Had to be pretty clutch with that, actually, as far as the distance goes. And they're trying to turn this now. Is this the best decision, though? Malakin's still in trouble. He's in that ulti form, but it doesn't matter. He goes down. He lost a lot of the armor that he got initially. Behemoth's going to be picked off. Yeah, that chase was just so YOLO from Complexity. It did not work out. Big shared fate right there from Prophet. Protected Melody does get canceled pretty quickly, but Ophelia's picked off. As is Solstice, though. As is Rhapsody, for that matter. But now Lord Zalforce, he is in a dangerous spot to double Malphus.
Look at the damage over time between Malphus and Sandwraith. Insane. You just can't man up on that. Too much damage over time.
Zalforce usually here that can tank somewhat of that and, even heal
but
up.
It's like 250 damage over time or something.
Every second, yeah.
Like every Malphus is 100 and Sandwraith is 50. 40, 50?
45, is it on lock?
40.
40 even, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
You can't fight that.
it's a lot.
It's game, I think, almost. To the point of where he got the resto now.
Oh,
Pain
jeez.
rate as well. So, I mean, it's getting out of pain for complexity.
God, I mean, that's the thing with Samurai. Like, it's 110-second cooldown, but it feels like it's even less, honestly. Like, it feels like he just used it, and it's already down to 15 seconds. Like, but, I mean, it's going to be back
Maybe
up. You
it's just
mentioned his double here.
He uses it to start the fight, and then the fight goes for 30 seconds, and then you don't really
True.
notice that the cooldown is. Whereas other ultis, you use them midway through the team fight. But he always initiates with his, so it's almost always initiation.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, he has that now. Guess I got the double ulti from him. Sheepstick in the work for Hellbringer, looks like. Again, still needs a
10,
little bit
0,
there.
and 15, Zane Wraith.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, that's impressive. 10, 0, and 15 on that sand right there. Yeah, he's had a very successful game, no doubt. I mean, as a team, obviously, it's just been going so well. They got up to like a 12-0 hero kill start. They really have been in. There was a chance this was going to be a 15-minute concede victory in their favor. They're going to find Malikan again, but nice sword throw there. But look at this. The double ulti from Samwraith keeps on chasing. Is it actually going to be enough? In fact, Samwraith in trouble. He is going to get the kill. He dies, but he has the token, so he's coming right back up. I mean, a lot was committed there to make that kill happen. But it is a kill on Malikan. And now they also catch Behemoth over here, as well as Lord Southforce. The double Malphus is out again. You see Southforce dropping. He does get the kill on a rally just before. But now Ophelia is going to get picked off. Lord Southforce will be fine, it looks like. Prophet, however, he too is picked off. And now they're going into the base. This could be the actual GG for Complexity now, as they can't do anything about this, really.
Yeah,
Yep.
GG. That's really where Ulla, or that's at least what he was called before, when he played TMM. That's where he thrived. When he gets ahead, he's a really, really good carry.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to be behind, but when he gets ahead, he can really do a lot of work, as we saw this game. Well played.
13-0 and 16. Yeah, that is a...
He's also been like top 3, 4 on the ladder for the longest time, so
Yep.
I've been playing a lot against him.
Oh, yeah, you're probably pretty familiar with him. Yeah, me too. I play against him all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to battle with you all the time for being
yeah.
number 1, man.
I'm that
Too
guy.
tough.
I own you mid. It's
Breaky.
fine.
Yeah, easy.
No,
Easy for break.
easy for me, of course. No, that was definitely an impressive performance by these guys. Again, this is, like I said, let's not like overreact about this either and be like, oh, Complexity's
Shouldn't read too
done,
much
man.
into
But
it.
yeah, it's good to see Druid's
played.
looking good there and coming to play here today. Yeah, so. But they do have a game 2 now to worry about here, so we'll see Shirk and Complexity. As you pointed out, too, I mean, they are competitors of anything in the end.